Oh, hey, we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday night. Welcome to MCU Mondays. We're glad you joined us right here to talk about the MCU. I am your host, David. We welcome you as always. I got me a new desk, so I have a new setup, a new view, get to see a little bit more. With me, as always, is my co-hosts, plural, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Fine,
Uh,
fine.
Good for a Monday?
For a Monday, yeah.
All right. All right. And also with us tonight,
Your
as he
shirt
always
is for the
is.
wrong show, Debbie. Your days are
Yeah,
off.
it's Monday, Debbie, not Thursday.
I know,
All right. I'm
but
not
it's
gonna
what I
argue.
wore to work today, so
You get to
I
wear
feel like
Star Wars
change.
shirts to work?
On Mondays and Fridays, I can because we don't have any patients,
Oh.
and I'm just in my office
Nice.
doing stuff, so I can wear whatever I want.
Doing stuff being shopping on Amazon and whatnot.
Occasionally, no.
Watching TikToks all day.
Pirating movies.
And not on the company computer. No,
And also with us
that's a
is
big no.
Andrew. Andrew, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. 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 I'm just looking. We are live. I'm good. Debbie, you kept staring off at your computer, so I was kind of panicking.
Because I kept refreshing it and it wasn't going anywhere. I was like, why isn't it not showing live?
We are live, so everything is good. All
yeah,
right.
we are now.
Well, we had D23 this past weekend. We had a lot of news come out from D23, that coupled with San Diego Comic-Con, which was 2 weekends ago. It's been 2 weeks now since Comic-Con, I think. All I've got to say is that, to me, and this will answer one of our MCU questions, I think the future of the MCU looks bright. I think that I think in Phase 4 they kind of said, okay, we need to step it up, quality over or quantity over quality, and we're just going to put a whole bunch of crap out there, and then people got mad and upset, and now they've kind of stepped back and said, hey, what worked? Oh, Robert Downey Jr., he worked. Oh, the Russo brothers? Yes, they worked as well. So now I think they're getting ready to, I don't want to say kick it into high gear, but they're ready to step back and get back to their roots. And they kind of looked at the MCU and said, what made this good? And they've brought back some of the things that have made it good. So I'm glad, I'm excited.
I was a bit disappointed with what was it? Marvel Zombies, and there was another one. I can't remember what it was called, but both of them are only going to have.
Black Panther.
Oh yeah, the Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah, they're only going to have 4 episodes each, and I'm like,
what's
what
the
the hell? Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Well, if it's good quality story, how the hell can you have? They can't even make a good quality story in a half hour.
Maybe they
show.
can't tell a good quality story. I'm sorry. And you are still welcome for Thursday night, by the way. Thursday night, we're going to be, well, I'll let Debbie do that at the end of the show. She can talk about that. But yes, you are still welcome for that. I don't want to take Debbie's.
See, David's all about retention.
I don't want to steal Debbie's thunder.
See, the live viewers have to watch till the end. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to watch till the end.
Thursday, we're doing Star Wars hot takes.
It's going to be awesome. I'm very much looking forward to this. So,
Debbie, now no one has to listen to the whole episode.
Yeah.
Do it.
Now all they have to do is watch the first
on with the night.
Well, just in case Scarif can't stay the whole time, I wanted to get that out there.
He said he was editing, so
I'll say it again when we get done.
8:30 Central. 8:30 Central Thursday night. Let me think. What else was announced? There's been a lot of stuff. Andrew, you sent a bunch of
Let's
stuff
see.
via X today.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So Doctor Strange will appear in the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. That was announced. Although that's not a huge shock.
Is that
Um,
supposed to be a continuation of the what you call it? What's his name? Spider-Man, the No Way Home Spider-Man,
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland Spider-Man. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's its own thing. This is
Okay.
a standalone, to my knowledge. White Vision, Ironheart, Chi will appear in What If season 3,
I did hear about that.
along with Oscar Isaac. So that'll be cool.
Oscar Isaac
Daredevil
is
Born Again was confirmed to premiere in March. So not too far.
And they showed a trailer.
something about Man-Thing getting his own
Yeah.
special, possibly.
Oh yeah, let's see.
That was the other
Let's
trailer I
see.
meant to look for. Was
Special
there?
presentation.
Did we
All
have a
I've
good
seen
trailer?
is cameras.
Okay. We've been
Camera
looking.
trailers.
We've been trying to get the
Yeah.
trailers for some of these because I know we had one. We had a new one for Brave New World, and we had a new one for what you call it, Daredevil. And the only thing that we have found online is the stuff that people have recorded on their cell phones.
But they look
And-
good.
Yeah,
it
Marvel's
looks good.
reportedly
But
working on a
I
special
want
presentation.
I want
for
a good
Man-Thing.
I want a good quality something we can show on the show. Not
And
Luke was. Oh, go ahead.
and
Yeah.
Daredevil will start filming season 2 next week.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
hmm
Amazing balls.
Oh, and
Gotta
also
agree with you.
Daredevil. It's going. It will. It's gonna push the mature rating. It's gonna have some violent stuff that even Vincent D'Onofrio was surprised made it in the final cut.
Wow.
He said there's a scene with his character that he was shocked made it into the final cut. So they are not. It's gonna be mature. It won't be like down for Disney. So
It won't be Disneyfied.
that's good.
Ironheart.
And,
Disneyfied, that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
I don't
It'll-
think it was canceled. I think it was just kind of put on a back burner. But I've seen a lot
yeah,
of.
they showed a trailer
yeah.
for that there, and
I was gonna say I've seen a lot of stuff that leads me to believe that
Apparently-
it's still coming out. So
yeah, there was a trailer there that
I can't remember. I can't remember what's her character name. She was in Black Panther, but I
Riri.
guess she's gonna Riri. Her character will start out the series, I guess, having been, I think it was expelled from MIT or something like that. I think I saw a report. I'll have to see if I can find it.
was she bitten by a radioactive piece of iron? And she gained iron's
I think
power.
so. Yeah. I also saw a report that, let's see, maybe this something to do with Loki being like the Doctor Strange of the multiverse saga, and Sylvie will be like Black Widow.
Yeah, that was the with the not it was it Loki or what's her name? Lady Loki. She's supposed to kind of be the
Sylvie.
Sylvie's, but like
the Black Widow. Yeah.
Of the new Avengers or
let's
whatever.
See. I think this is it. I'm pulling it up. Let's see.
And they did have the cast of Agatha come out.
I'm looking forward to. I don't care what Luke says. I want to see that one.
I am, yeah.
Tough tooties.
Okay, here it is. Loki will reportedly be at the center of the MCU's multiverse saga. Sylvie's role will be comparable to Black Widow's in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame.
And who's that from?
According. Cosmic Circus. Cosmic Marvel is who did the tweet, but there's things as via the Cosmic Circus.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never even heard of those people.
I'll take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm ready for Agatha. I think it looks good. I think it's going to be good for a Halloween run, which is what they've geared it towards. So it'll be right in the middle of spooky season. It's about a witch. Perfect.
It's about a month away from releasing, right? It's September. It's mid-September.
Late September,
or maybe late September. Late September, because it'll lead.
It
I think
ends
the last
like right
episode
before
is either
Halloween.
the week of Halloween or the week. Yeah, so that's like perfect timing right there.
So, well, thank you. I think I will. All right. So, a lot of MCU stuff coming out. We will be here to talk about the news, and they're doing another Man thing.
I wonder if that's going to be like a special presentation, like they did with Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night. Yeah.
Yeah, it that's what the report was. That they're planning it, so we could see it next year.
Next year, nothing. It wouldn't. It would not, honestly, because of the way that they handled Werewolf by Night. It really, honestly, would not shock me at all if Agatha finishes and then the next week we get that, or right before Halloween. That pops. It really would not shock me at all.
That's true. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that's all well and good. A lot of stuff coming out, and we will, of course, be here on MCU Mondays to talk about it as it happens and as it comes out. When we get some decent trailers, we will, of course, have them for you. But we're going to talk about Daredevil tonight. We've got 2 episodes left in season 2, and this is one of those 2, right? Or is it 2 more after this one?
I think it's 2 more after this. I think there's 13 this season.
Okay. I couldn't remember how everything lined up, but before we do that, we're going to run through our brand new show opening. Yes, that's right. David sat down and did some editing this weekend. So let's run the clip, and then we'll talk about Daredevil. Nothing
I like
better
how my name was big
and everybody else's was small. I noticed that too.
Oh man, I know. Not only am I on the bottom of the show, you can barely even see that I'm a member on the show. You see Debbie and go, "Who's that? And what was that name I saw? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Debbie's right there on top. Well, that's because you're like the crux of the show, Debbie. You keep us in line and you keep us going, and
right.
That's true. Yeah.
It's hard
to have. You guys would be fine without me.
Debbie goes, David and I are saying, "Hey, Karen's actually a good character," and Debbie says, "Whoa, let's bring that back to the middle."
Let's back up on that, boys.
Let's see how you got there.
David did refer to himself in the third person because David sometimes likes to confuse people. All right. Daredevil. Let's talk about Daredevil, shall we? There was a lot going on in this episode. I mean, it was... You had the Hand, you had Stick, you had Elektra, you had Punisher, you had Foggy, and what's her name, which I like her more and more every time that I see her. Okay. All right, fine.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday. Right. See you Thursday.
Thank you.
So,
you're thinking of Claire, David.
Claire, yes. Thank you. I like Claire. I thought she was, she in the first season first time you meet her, actually, you're kind of like, oh, I don't like her. She's kind of a well, it was just she seemed like she was I'm out for myself and that's all there is to it. And now she has this heart toward Foggy and oh, I didn't get to see you, blah blah blah. Oh, that's sad. And oh, are you gonna take advantage of me? Well, she's just being cute and I like her. So
That was Marcy who sent that.
or Marcy. Who did I say? Claire?
Claire.
Oh.
No, Marcy.
I
Claire
said
what?
Claire. Oops.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "Wait, I'm
I didn't know.
confused.
I don't know who he was talking about.
Then you had Ahsoka coming in and she's doing all of her stuff and this nurse coming out of the nurse and the head of the hospital are just like they're just I hate when they do that is that I guess that was it the head nurse or she was some kind of hospital admin or something. But they
I think she's probably the nurse representation, like for the union.
maybe or maybe
Nursing union.
the head nurse or something like that. I don't know. But this is a thing that I cannot stand, and it's when they get this character and this character's like, oh, I'm coming to bat for you. I'm doing all of this stuff for you. And we as viewers are going, who are you? This is the first episode that you've been in, yet you care for these characters like you've been around them for so long, and we don't even know who you are. We don't even know if we should care about you. I can't stand when they do that. And we're not going to see him again either. It's just going to be like, it's a one and done thing. But it's like, come on, guys. Don't try to make us fall in love with a character when you've only got her on the screen for 10 minutes of a 1 hour show and 10 minutes out of a full season, just my thoughts.
Well, and then you had, the hospital administrator.
He was the same way. The same thing.
Same
thing.
Well, the thing is, he does what they all do. And this is even in real life. They shove things under the rug, tell you to be quiet. This didn't happen.
Don't talk to the press. I don't work in a hospital, so I wouldn't know. So, or he's the bureaucrat.
Well, it's all about money. Oh, plus they got a big donation. Well, I wonder where that came from.
Fisk. Oh, I don't.
No, probably the Black Hand. Or not the Black Hand.
the hand. Just the hand.
The hand. Well, probably the hand, because those are who the kids are sacrificing themselves for.
You've got the hand, and they're doing their stuff with the kids, and you've got the blacksmith doing his stuff, and you've got Elektra and Stick looking for the hand, and you've got Matt and Frank looking for the blacksmith, and there was, like I said, there was just a lot going on in this episode. There was a lot. There was a lot of, I don't want to say exposition. I mean, there was a lot of exposition, but there was just a lot going on. There was like, okay, we've got all these stories, and we're gonna have to start. We've only got 2 episodes left. We got to start bringing them together for the season finale kind of thing. So,
then you got Frank, who looks like shit.
Frank.
I mean, his whole face was just purple.
Okay, let me ask: is it just me, or does he look worse every time he's on the camera?
Yes.
I mean, he looks like he's been beaten up even more, even when nothing has happened. Theoretically, nothing's happened. He just all of a sudden it's like, dude, did you get hit again?
Karen.
Well, I think all those
hurt him, and it's showing on the outside.
Oh. Karen emotionally hurt him, and it's just showing, it's manifesting physically.
Yeah. Now it's too much. It's showing on the outside.
Well, I think all his bruises came from the prison hallway fight. That's where all those came from.
They don't get any better, and there seems to be more of them every time.
Well, then he got a fight. He got in the fight with the guy on the boat. Then he got in the fight with Daredevil. So yeah, every time he's on screen, he looks worse.
But
Oh, in the diner, he got in a fight in the
he
diner.
got in a fight in the diner, but even before that fight, his face still looked worse. And maybe that was just to play, his shadows and everything. And because one of the things that the cop said was that they've got Frank's picture.
Yeah, we lost
Lost
Andrew.
it. We lost him. He jumped completely out. But we've got Frank's. The cop says we got Frank's picture all over the place, and we got the whole city looking for him. So,
but he don't look like
he doesn't look like Frank. Yeah,
face all swollen. Yeah, he doesn't even look like the same person.
Maybe he's doing it to himself to kind of disguise himself, because he knows that the cops are looking for him. He knows that. Excuse me. He knows that everybody in the city is looking for him. So, but he still is going up to this waitress at this diner. I'm gonna need black coffee, and just keep it coming. Keep it coming. So, I mean, maybe he's punching himself in the face to disguise himself. I don't know. There he is.
I'm back.
Did you have to punch yourself in the face to disguise yourself?
Yep. No, here's how I disguise myself.
Oh, he's got the Superman thing going on.
No.
We have our very own Clark
Kent. Who cannot see it.
And of course, Karen is
much better.
Karen is pissed off at him now because he used her
as bait.
Which, again, I thought of you again, Debbie. This whole thing with Karen, and she's under police protection. The police know now that she's targeted. They think she's targeted by Frank. They have her at an undisclosed location. They are right outside the door. She tells them, all I really need right now is about 12 hours of sleep. And what's the first thing she does? She ducks out. She runs away from and I'm like, are you stupid or something? Come on.
Well, and what was stupid, because they said we'll be right outside the door. So I figured they'd be right outside her room.
Yeah.
No, they get on the elevator and goes who knows where.
And
I'm like,
they're right outside the door of the building. They're parked out. That's my guess.
What does that do? What kind of police protection is that?
I have no idea.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Not only does it doesn't prevent anybody from getting to Karen, but it prevents them from stopping Karen from leaving. And I'd love that so she goes and meets Frank at the diner. Frank, I love the line he gives where he says, "Oh, it's two guys who are about to walk into a diner for the last time." I was like, "Oh, Frank's about to kick some butt and take some names." But he says that, and she calls 911, and I'm like, "What is she going to tell them? Hey, I snuck out of my room. I'm at this diner, and these two guys just got killed because Frank."
She could do it anonymously. To say there was a shootout.
No, but she asked for the specific precinct where she was being
that's true.
From. So
that's right.
She's not doing this anonymously. She's calling and saying, "Hey, you guys are supposed to be protecting me, and I kind of snuck out and did my own thing, and now there's more people dead."
And then she goes off on Matt.
No, yeah. This is none of your business, Matt. Well, she did that before she went into police protection. But she lied to the police too.
Yeah. I didn't see anything. The shooting started and I hit the deck.
Mm-hmm. And she even tells Frank as much too, because she's like, "Look, we don't have attorney-client privilege here, and now I'm an accessory to your escape, or an accessory to, whatever. I know that you're out running around and you've come to see me." So, Karen's just being Karen. That's all.
Karen. That's what I think of
Karen.
Karen. That Karen be Karenin. So, what else is happening? They get the kids. The hand gets the kids. And you've got Ahsoka fighting off some of the ninjas. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, she pushed one out the window.
Yeah. It was like, why didn't you do that initially when they had the grappling hooks going up on the roof? That's what you should have done to start with. Go out there. Oh, look, somebody's climbing. Oh, cut rope, fall down. Oh, look,
well, that was Matt, not Claire.
Yeah. Even still, Matt should have been like, oh, look, pull off hook, fall down. He. Now what are you gonna do? Your legs are broken.
Yeah, so then he was late to the party because he had to run down from the roof.
And he had to, and because he was late for the party, what happens? We lose a nurse. Sad. And they swept everything under the rug. And they were all there because Claire was telling everybody, okay, one of them killed his dad with a scalpel. We don't know what the other two are dangerous, so just be careful. And because they're looking for the kids, but all the ninjas are looking for the kids too. I just like saying that. Don't you? All the ninjas are looking for. Oh, the ninjas are doing it. I like the. I don't know. The word ninja just sounds.
I think David's a ninja at night.
I might be. Hey, you never know. You never know.
You wouldn't be able to tell us.
Nope. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
So guys, if David's by himself Thursday, it's because he's a ninja.
Yes, ninja. But the ninjas get the kids, get away, and then Matt gets the phone call about Claire, and Claire kind of puts him in his place. No, she didn't kind of. She really put him in his place. No, I don't belong to you. What was some of the terminology? Why didn't you call me? Would you have even answered?
That was Karen.
Like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said Claire.
Oh, Karen. Gosh, Karen and Claire. Yeah,
Claire also.
Claire said the same thing to Deadpool. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm making fun of myself. See.
Say, man, your memory's worse than mine, and I'm older.
My old is getting old. So it's funny you mentioned that because what's today? Today is the 12th. So I've got 17 more days before I get a year older. I've got 17 more days as the age I am. In fact, one of our Star Wars shows will be on David's birthday. And yes, David just referred to David as in the third person again.
You guys won't be going out?
Andrew,
I don't know, maybe.
Andrew's happy for you. Andrew wishes you a happy early birthday.
Honestly, we might be going out, but see, here's the thing: is that the kids have school the next day, so they're going to have to be home to be in bed at a decent time, so they can wake up to go to school in the morning. So
we never celebrated birthdays during the week. We either celebrated it the weekend before or the weekend after. Whichever was closer.
Same here.
Honestly, if my birthday falls on a Friday, which I think it does next year, then I take my birthday off, because if my birthday's on a Friday, it's the 29th. My birthday's on a Friday. That means that the following Monday is September the 1st, which means that it's Labor Day weekend. So I get a 4-day weekend for my birthday. So,
I'm taking that day off anyways.
Oh, what, the Friday before Labor Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's a holiday on a Friday or a Monday, then I take either the Friday or before or the
Monday after.
Whatever. You know, to make it a 4-day weekend.
4-day weekend. Yeah. I'm tracking. I got you. So Anyway, what else do we got?
This year, my birthday was on a Monday, and I was excited because we were gonna have a show, and then y'all decided to take the week off, so I didn't get to do a show on my birthday.
We did that on purpose.
Your mom was out of town.
No. Your mom called us, and she said Andrew's birthday, and we're taking him out. You guys do not do a show because otherwise we're not going to be able to celebrate his birthday. So we were like,
my birthday's on a Friday this year.
Honestly,
we said yes, Mrs.
Honestly,
Mrs. Andrew's mom. We will do that.
That sounds like something my mom would do. So I might
you don't realize it,
believe
but your mom is Facebook friends with me, and she sends me messages all the time. She says things like, Debbie's language was a little harsh on Monday, and you're damaging my son's sensitive ears. Just tell you.
Again, I kind of believe you. I'll check her messenger. Be like, what the heck?
What? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So how did he end up at Madame Gao? Oh, he talked to the who was he talking to? That was he was looking for the blacksmith.
I think he was wasn't he the assistant DA?
Oh yeah.
To Reyes.
Yeah. And blacksmith, he again information, backstory, blah blah blah. And he puts 2 and 2 together and finds Madame Gao. He goes and hunts down Madame Gao.
Mm-hmm.
Thought you left. Oh, I never left. What made you think I would leave? Well, let's see. Slavery and racketeering and drugs and blah 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 and so he has a lovely conversation with her. I just want information. And she kind of points him in the right direction and says, go have fun. And of course, Frank gets the information from one of the guys in the what you call it, in the diner. Which, oh my god, he hit that guy. That guy was doing, he's telling him he was beating him up. Where is he? Where's the blacksmith? Where's the blacksmith? Oh, I'm not telling you nothing. And then that guy had his face was peeling off. His face was falling off because Frank hit him so hard and so much. And I was like, oh. And then poor Karen's sitting back there, and he's at the pier on Pier 41. I can take you there. Pow! And he shot him. I was like, oh, God. That had to have been the fact that the one guy was beat the crap up and he was still crawling towards his gun, but he's got the bloody trail marks where he's just pulling himself across the floor, and I'm like,
he should have just played dead.
I know, right? I think
dumbass.
I think if I was,
I had to watch the scene like this with my eyes.
Yeah,
I almost fast forwarded.
I think if I was the henchman for a bad guy, or a minion or a disciple or whatever for a bad guy, and I had one of the good guys that just beat the crap out of me to where I was like almost dead, I'd be like, I'm not even going to try and get up. I'm just going to lay here. I'm just going to lay here, and when he leaves, then I'll get up, because then I won't have to deal with him, and I know he won't. Then I know he won't hit me more. He's just going to hit me some more. Why do you get up? He's going to punch you more. Henchmen are dumb. But yeah, that was just
why they're henchmen.
That was just gruesome. But you had Frank and Matt both have now converged on each other. You've got Frank telling the one guy, just tell me you're the henchman, or the henchman, the blacksmith, just say it. Just say you're the blacksmith. Say you killed my wife and kids. And Matt's sitting there going, no, 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 we can't do this. And then you run into the whole moral and ethical implications of everything. Maybe you're right. Maybe just this one time we need to do it your way. And no, we can't do it my way because you can't do it my way because once you do that, you can never go back from it, basically. So, and then they blew the boat up. Wow. The henchmen blew the boat up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can assume that Frank one would assume that Frank is dead because he was right. In fact, not only was he right in the middle of the explosion, but I think he was talking to his wife and kids saying it's okay, I'm coming now. Here I come. I'll come see you now. And then boom.
But we know that's not true.
I know, because he shows up later on.
He got a series with 2 seasons. He's gonna be in the new one.
What I thought was kind of hilarious was Elektra attacks Sticks to henchmen, and then somehow they manage to drive themselves to Matt's apartment. And Matt runs down there and he's like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And the one guy's like, he's gurgling blood and he's like, I need help. And she's going to kill him, and it's like, Matt don't give a rat's ass. He's not going to get these guys any help at all. He just stood there and looked at him.
Well, he can't see him. He doesn't know what's wrong with him.
You can hear the guy gurgling.
Okay. He's got the death rattle going on.
And he could probably, he can hear the heartbeat and all that crap. So he knew what was going on. I just thought it was hilarious that he did absolutely nothing.
And
even
honestly,
the guy asked for help.
And honestly, too, I mean, you've got to think about it. He said she's found him. She's gonna kill him. And he's like, who is she found? Who found who? And it's Stick. She found Stick. She's gonna kill him. Who found him? Elektra. And honestly, I'm looking at Matt going, Matt, what are you gonna do about it? Honestly, because
why would he care? Because Matt,
he's pissed off at both of these people. He's pissed off at Elektra and at Stick. He's like, I don't care. Let them kill each other. Whatever. What does it matter? Who
Pretty
cares?
much.
That's what I would be like anyway. I'd be like, okay, fine.
Whenever.
That's one less one I have to deal with,
Man,
there's Chewie.
We're real assholes on the show.
I'm telling you.
Ooh, doggy.
So I would have been just like, whatever. Who cares? Again, one less thing. Then you've got the children of the corn sacrificing themselves for the overgrown Fabergé egg.
I wish I could remember what was in there. Is it a person?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Now, what about the guy? What about the guy that they have in the hospital, the one that died? And
he's already had an autopsy.
He's already had an autopsy. Yeah.
Yeah, he already had the Y incision and everything.
And see that's kind of playing into the whole thing because Matt got beat up again by he didn't get beat up as bad this time, but he faced off again against the ninja that he
got burned
alive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, there's some kind of ritual thing going on, some hanky-panky voodoo stuff.
They've said that the hand is. I think Stick said it earlier on. Was they found some method of not regeneration, but immortality.
Mm-hmm.
So, if somebody's oh my gosh, he's been autopsied before. It's like, well, if they found immortality, they probably autopsied him and brought him back to life. So So he's a zombie. It's the Marvel Zombies, of course. I've got it.
It's where they started from.
Yes. Makes perfect sense. So anyway, Marvel Zombies, Dead People, Children of the Corn. Then you've got Stick and Elektra, and of course ending on a come watch next week note. Stick sharpening his sword and Elektra
Tune in next week.
Same Daredevil time, same Daredevil channel. Oh, Daredevil. That was great too. He talked to Madame Gao and she says, I see you've taken the devil of Hell's Kitchen. I see you've taken that name to heart with his costume and everything. Cause he now he's red and he's got the horns and just way to go, Madame Gao. You saw it, didn't you? So anyway, again, a lot happening in this episode, a lot of stories that they're trying to tie up before the season finale. We've got 2 episodes left in this season. Did we miss anything, Debbie?
I don't think so. I didn't take notes, but I think we covered everything.
You didn't take notes? Did you watch it just today?
Mhm.
Okay. I watched it again today because I watched it.
Let it slide.
No. Debbie's fine because we spoke about it earlier today. How we both kind of I didn't slack off. I watched it last night, but I was doing laundry and I dozed off in part of it too. So
Well, and I thought for some bizarre reason that we were doing Marvel hot takes tonight, like the whole show. I totally forgot that. No, we're doing that for Star Wars. So I was like, crap, I didn't watch anything.
We will be doing that.
Crap. I gotta watch 50 minutes and 20.
We will be doing Marvel hot takes in a couple of weeks, though. When we finish season 2 of Daredevil, we will do a show. We'll do season 2 of Daredevil finale. Then the next show we'll do Marvel hot takes. So, which if you don't know what the hot takes are, we're going to do that on Thursday night with Star Wars. Do some Star Wars hot takes. So watch the Star Wars show, and you'll see what it is. You might get a kick out of it. But before we do all of that, Andrew, do we have any questions tonight?
We do.
Awesome.
So, this first one comes from Rhett, and he says, I watched Deadpool the other day. What is pegging?
Well,
I don't think we can say that on here.
I don't think we can. Hold on. Let me see if I can say this in a. Sometimes when a man loves a woman very much, but the woman is actually a man, and the man loves the man very much, and there's a little peg action happening. I'll leave it at that. Hot dog bun.
Oh my god.
Hot dog. Peg.
I think we lost Andrew.
And for those of you that are just listening to the
my
show,
mom's like, no.
if you're just listening to the show, come back and watch it and watch my hand gestures because that was hilarious. All right. What else we got, Andrew?
All right.
Before you hold on.
Comes from
hang on real quick.
Sure.
I saw that question online earlier today, and I've been thinking all day, how am I going to answer this on air? How am I going to answer this one? But so there you go. Got it. Have fun with it. All right, go ahead, Andrew.
All right, we have some more questions about what does this mean from Deadpool that David can answer. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay.
This next one comes from, we've had a two-parter from Janae. Her first question, do you think we'll ever get a Black Cat movie?
I think she's too much of a minor character. She might pop up in a Spider-Man movie, or she might pop up in the Daredevil. It wouldn't surprise me at all. As far as getting her own movie, I doubt it. I mean, she might pop. Like I said, she might pop in
She
a
could
show.
maybe get a. At most, you could get a special presentation, but more than likely, she would
Yeah,
just be a
it'd be a
side character in a
TV.
show.
It wouldn't be a movie.
Yeah.
Movie. It'd be a TV show. So, or she may pop in one of the. Luke and I were actually talking about this the other day. She may pop in an end credits scene that they never do anything with, like they did with. There've been several of them: Doctor Strange and the Eternals, and Thor: Love and Thunder with Hercules. You know, you've got all these kind of side characters that it's like, oh, hey, there they are. Oh, no, we're not going to do anything with them. We're just going to leave them there and throw them in the Avengers movies. So, yeah, maybe get an end credit scene, and that'll be about it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? 2 parts, second part.
All right. Next one. What superhero, anti-hero, or villain would you guys want to see for their own movie or show?
Ghost Rider.
That's a fair question, because I would like to see them do a decent She-Hulk. I think that's a character that was abused. I want to see Moon Knight back, because Oscar Isaacs is awesome and the Moon Knight character was great. I want to see. I almost want to say I want to see an MCU Venom, but I want Tom Hardy to play him. So I want the Sony Venom, the Sony Spider-Verse Venom in the MCU. No, I think that's
Trying
probably
to see. I had something somewhere.
I want to see the Blob get his own series. You know, maybe like a 13-part, 2-season series about the Blob. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna say, is that?
I'm kidding. Kidding.
I mean, I remember the Steve McQueen movie. I didn't realize that was MCU.
No. Fred Dukes from X-Men Origins.
Oh, gotcha.
The Blob. Did you just call
Sorry.
me Blob?
My mind went directly to Steve McQueen.
I mean, I know we get him in Spider-Verse, but Spider-Man 2099, I think it'd be cool to get like a mini series or something with him, like an animated.
Then
4 episodes as Debbie likes, something like that. 3-4 episodes. It could take place or something, in that universe. I don't know.
Okay. What's next?
All right, let me pull up the next question. Okay, let's see. Let me find it. Aha.
Okay.
All right. Next one comes from Loki Darson. He says, what is the current roster of the Avengers as of right now?
What is the current roster as of right now? Oh, who's still around? So you've got Thor is still around. You've got Strange. Doctor Strange is still around. You've got Spider-Man. Hawkeye is around. You've got the Marvels.
Hulk.
You've got Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. You've got Hulk, She-Hulk. Moon Knight's flying around somewhere.
Is she an Avenger?
Huh?
She-Hulk? Yeah.
Oh, She-Hulk's an Avenger?
Well, I'm thinking who would show up in an Avengers movie, and I'm just thinking that Falcon and
Captain America and the new Falcon.
Bucky's still around.
Yeah, baby.
That's true.
I know that makes Debbie happy.
It's his birthday today.
I seen that.
Sebastian Stan. It's his birthday. Yeah.
Mark Hamill Jr.
Happy birthday!
David was like, I'm gonna wish him a happy birthday.
Well, from all of us here at MCU, Mr. Stan, and we know you watch, so happy birthday from all of us. It's my mother's birthday too. Happy birthday, Mom. I can say that online. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Mom.
cool.
I already called you, but
Happy
here,
birthday.
so the rest of the world knows. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, David's mom.
There you go. All right. What else?
What's going on here?
Oh, who else? Who else is around?
All right. I'm pulling up. Well, Katie Bishop. She's Young Avengers, but
And
Ant-Man.
Oh, you've got White Vision.
Yeah.
Um,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man and Wasp are both still around. There's a bunch of them. I don't know who's going to be on the current roster. I can't answer that. So, who would I like
Yeah.
to see? Oh, Ironheart. Apparently, her movie's still going forward. So, I guess we'll count that. Shang-Chi, he's still around.
Black Panther. Or yeah.
It would Suri as Black Panther, but yeah, it's not.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's not T'Challa, but
Chadwick Boseman.
yeah.
Yeah. Not T'Challa.
All right, what's next?
All right. We have 2 more questions.
Okay.
So this next one is from Jonathan Sanders. He asks, have you guys noticed all the changes in established history in the MCU since He Who Remains was killed in Loki season 1?
Have we noticed all? I'm sorry, I missed that. Have we met her?
Have we noticed all the changes in established history in the MCU since He Who Remains was killed in Loki season 1?
I didn't know there had been changes in established history. I was unaware of any changes within established history. Or is that like within the
That's what I was kind
MCU?
of thinking.
Because
Yeah,
everything that's happened in Loki 1, because Loki, okay, so Loki season 1 happens at the end of the first Avengers movie. Because that's when Loki escaped, but it also takes place within the sacred timeline after Loki's death at the hands of Thanos. So he jumps to the end of time, kills He Who Remains, but we haven't really gone. I mean, they really haven't said anything about a change in history other than, I mean, what Deadpool did, but that was multiverse stuff.
I mean, you had the supposed incursion at the end of Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange when that lady showed up.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, well, I don't know if that'll ever be followed up or not.
I haven't noticed anything, but if you have, drop us a line and let us know what it was so we can go, oh, yeah, I did notice that. Or, okay, that's a reach, but whatever. All right, what's next?
Yeah. All right, final question from Carl Cossins. He says, how do you think Marvel Studios will handle announcements since we likely won't get the big slate reveals anymore?
Just like they always have done, to where it'll hit social media and they'll come out. I don't know about the big slate reveals, but I'm sure that they're going to come out at some point during the year and say, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this over the next, 8 or 12 months. Just expect this, this, and this over the next year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very cautious on what they announce because the last slate announcement that they made, a lot of that has not come to fruition. So
not only not come to fruition, but a lot of it's been tabled, shelved, and I mean, you've got Blade, which is in development hell right now. You've got we were talking about it earlier with Ironheart. Was like, I thought that was canceled, but now it looks like it's not. And what exactly is going on with it? There was always all these rumors flying around about Moon Knight season 2, but again, nothing really has come of that. I mean, really, the only thing I would, I don't know. I can see them coming out and saying, and honestly, too, initially the way that they did this, if you think back to 2008, you had Iron Man, and then you had the post-credits scene of Iron Man with Nick Fury, and you're like, oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? And then a few months later, you had the Incredible Hulk. And then you had it wasn't really a post-credit scene for Incredible Hulk. It was just like the last scene of the movie with Tony and Thunderbolt. And it was like, oh, we're putting a team together. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. That's great. What's next? What's next? And then they announced Thor. They say, oh, Thor, of course. And you had the Thor movie, and Thor will return. And I think was the post-credit scene on that one. Was that the Captain America post-credit scene? No, Captain America post-credit scene led into the Avengers because it was him waking up in 2012, basically. So they didn't really do a slate announcement in the traditional sense. It was more of a, as the movies come out, hey, we're kind of announcing this movie at the end of this movie. So if you want to know what's coming next, you got to go watch the movie. Do it like that again. That worked. That got people excited, and that got people into the theater. Not only into the theaters, but they sat through the entire movie just to see what was coming next. What did we have next?
I think they'd be smart to do it like that and to keep their slate small for now. Don't come out with this 12 movie slate or series, that it usually includes movies and series.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Just keep it small.
I think they're doing good right now with, okay, we've got Fantastic Four coming out. We've got the 2 Avengers movies coming out. And past that, we're not saying anything. We're just, we're going to keep it simple. And I know there's other movies coming out, and I know there's other TV shows. Those are those are the big ones. And those are the ones that are going to shape things moving forward, I think. So you get Avengers Doomsday, and then Avengers.
And that's far right now.
Oh. Go ahead.
I was going to say, because Phase 6 will end the MCU. So we don't really need to see announcements past that. Obviously Marvel movies won't be done. There will still be Marvel movies. But we don't need to know what that is until we are done with the MCU.
I think Kevin Feige
only announcing that related stuff.
I think Kevin Feige, and I know Kevin, you've been watching and everything. So I'm glad you're taking my advice and saying, okay, Phase 6, we're just going to stop, and we're going to let the excitement die down for a couple of years, and then we will just kind of do a soft reboot with Iron Man and Captain America and Thor, all the same characters, but different actors playing them. And we won't have to tell any origin stories because we will have told them already. We told them in the original, the
you
first
don't have
5.
to sit through 50 films, 20 TV shows.
Right. You don't have to tell the origins because everybody knows it's a soft reboot. It's not a
20 special
we're
presentations.
starting all the way over. It's we're just going to continue different stories with different actors. So That's what needed to happen at the end of the
Which
Infinity
they've done in
War.
the comics. I mean, there have been soft reboots,
Just to
with new
Well, I think they should have just done the
timelines and
same thing with
stuff.
Infinity War. Infinity War is over. Okay, stop. We're gonna not make any movies for a year or two. Let everybody digest Infinity War, and then come back, and then we can do Kang. But we'll do it with We'll do it with Iron Man and Thor and Captain America and all that. But it's a different actor playing him. I mean, you could even bring some like Tom Holland. He's young. He could be Spider-Man for a few more years. Benedict Cumberbatch will always be Doctor Strange to me. So, that's one of those ones that's one of those roles where you look at it and you go, "Oh my gosh, this actor is just completely pulling this off exactly. This is exactly reading the comic books. This is exactly how I would have wanted him to be." So, that's what they should have done. That's what I would have done. That's how I would have handled it. But I'm not in charge of things, so whatever. All right, Debbie. Shameless plugs. What do we got?
I'm thinking we'll probably have episode drop of War of the Stars. I have not seen anything as to what it's about yet. If not, go back and watch past episodes. Thursday, we will be back with Star Wars Hot Takes. Andrew's been collecting questions from audience members and people on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot.
So if you drop a hot take, make sure you tune in on Thursday so get your name on the air. And we're gonna have a special guest with us. It's gonna be great.
And I'll be posting a question again just to get any new cases, any new people.
Yeah, and if you've got an idea for a hot take, you got something you want us to talk about, throw it out there. We like talking about things, chasing rabbits and whatnot. So, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Saturday is Geek Gauntlet. They talk about everything. I think that's it.
And then we will be back Monday for the next to last episode of Daredevil season 2. And hopefully we'll have some better copies of the trailers. Luke, we were looking for copies tonight. Luke sent me a bunch of trailers, and the video clips that he sent me, I got to tell him this because I like to embarrass Luke, but the video clips that he sent me of all the trailers was the person was like literally sitting upstairs in a balcony. And so the screen is like this big, and on my phone it's like this. I'm like, "Oh, it looks so cool." I'm like, "How can you tell? It's tiny."
Well, the TikToks I sent,
Is
they
that
were
the
pretty
hole for
good.
Captain America?
Your TikToks were fine,
Yeah.
but his were like on the other side of the auditorium up. I was like,
But the only thing was, I mean, you could see it pretty well, but it was hard to understand what the characters were saying because telephone.
The audience, the audio stinks, and then the audience is giving their reaction as well.
Yeah.
So if something magnificent was said, you miss like the next 3 lines while everybody's going,
yeah.
So we're gonna look for. I will keep my eyes open for some more of those awesome trailers. One of the things we will be talking about Thursday too. There was a trailer dropped for Skeleton Crew. Finally, we have a Skeleton Crew. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday as well. So Mr. Find my center here. Mr. Anti-Idiotic. Hi, how are you? Oh, I can't. I had to say. I can't say your name 5 times fast. I'll say that. So, well, folks, that is going to do it for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mash that bell for notifications so you know when we do go live. We will see all of you next week right here on MCU Mondays. Y'all all have a great week. We'll see y'all later.
What am I supposed to do around here anyway? Sit in a share circle, talk about my feelings? And how would I do that exactly? Because Where the fuck is everyone? It's always just you and Negasonic Teenage longest name ever.
I said no touching.
The first movie made more money than the guy who invented pants. Okay, they can't just dust off one of the famous X-Men. How about that Potts with the giant pigeon wings? What do those do anyway, huh? Carry him 3 feet off the ground to snatch up the nearest muffin crumb? No, 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 no.